Hi there, I'm Claire from Isle Labradoodles, and this is Puppies 1, 2, 3. This is a series of videos that deals with getting you prepared to bring your new Labradoodle puppy home. It's actually appropriate for any type of puppy, but basically it is geared towards our Labradoodle puppy families. So this is part 1. We are going to talk today about getting your house ready for your new puppy. So Gigi here is with us today as she's just had her litter of puppies on Thursday. So these puppies are just 2 days old. Great time to start thinking about how to get your house set up and what you need to do to prepare for your puppy's arrival in about 9 weeks' time. So the first thing you want to do is figure out which door is going to be the best door for your puppy to use as the door to go in and out of the house to go to the bathroom. It's really important when you're doing house training and any type of training to have consistency. So you want to pick the door that's the most convenient for you, that goes directly to your outdoor area with the least amount of fuss and other things in the way so that it's easy for your dog. The main goal is you want to set yourself and your dog up for success. Puppies have a really short attention span, and so you want to be sure that the door is easily accessible and that the potty area is right outside the door. You also want to pick a door that's easy to open and close for your kids if you have young children and they're going to be involved with some of the potty training for your puppy. So that's the first thing to figure out. Once you've got that established, the next thing you want to take into consideration is where's your puppy going to eat. Puppies, as I said, have a very short attention span and they get distracted really easily. So you want to have a place that's quiet, out of the way, and where your puppy can concentrate on eating. Labradoodles are notorious for having a dreadful food drive, so sometimes they can be really tricky to encourage to eat. So you want to have an area that's nice and calm and quiet and where they're not going to be going, oh, what's happening over there? What's going on over there? And not eating their dinner, breakfast, or lunch. You also want to be able to have an area where the floor is easy to clean in case your puppy takes some of their meal and puts it out on the floor or makes a mess of any sort or slops some of their water. Puppies often like to go like this in their dish of water and spray it all over the place. So be prepared for that. So those are the two things that you want to establish before anything else, as your other decisions are going to revolve around those two. So the next thing you want to determine is where is your puppy going to sleep? Now, we recommend highly that your puppy sleep in your bedroom with you in a crate for at least the first few weeks. When we're sleeping, we elicit a lot of pheromones, and the dogs absorb those pheromones just by virtue of being in the same room with you. And those pheromones help to build the bond between you and your dog. It sort of makes them become a member of your pack, if you will. So it's important to have them sleeping with you in your bedroom and not in another area. Plus, for the first couple of nights, your puppy may want to get up during the night to go to the bathroom, so you need to be close by to be able to hear that signal. And of course, you want to give your puppy comfort, and you want them to feel secure and know that you're right there when they first move to your house while they're getting used to you. It's fine if you have the puppy in sleeping with your children, as long as your children are prepared to get up at 3 or 4 in the morning and take the puppy outside to go to the bathroom. The other thing you'll want to have is where you're going to put your beds. Now, this bed that we have here is called a donut bed, and you'll see it has nice high sides. And this provides a dog and a puppy with tremendous security. It makes them feel that they have their own little nest and gives them a lot of comfort. The fabric is all made in Canada. There's nothing in here that's from another country or anything that's artificial in terms of the fabric or the filling. So it smells great. It's really appealing to the puppy. But you'll see how Gigi here is leaning right up against the bed, and that gives her something really good to support her when she's sleeping, and when she does go to sleep, that gives her that extra security. So we really recommend these beds for your puppy. And so you'll want to have one of these, and you'll want to find a good spot in your house to place the bed. Now, we recommend for that you have 2 spots. You don't need 2 different beds, but a lot of your time is going to be in the kitchen and eating area. So have a bed there so your puppy is able to go into their bed, chew on a toy, relax, but still have you in their sight and be part of the family activity. And then the other thing you'll want to do is in the evenings, if you have a family room and if your kids are doing your homework or if you're reading, watching TV, just take the bed and put it in there so your puppy has somewhere to put their toys, a good place to play, and also a place to sleep while you are relaxing in the evening. So figure those areas out and how that's going to work out so that it's convenient for you and it's comfortable for your puppy. So the bed needs to be just slightly out of the main traffic flow and where the action is, so to speak, but where your puppy is still part of the program and part of the activities going on and also able to see you at all times. That will give them the most comfort. Now, the other thing you want to consider is, are you going to have some dog-free zones? Now, in our house, we have some dog-free zones. I quilt, and quilting involves pins and needles, fabric, and all sorts of cords to plug in my sewing machines. So those are things that I don't want an infant puppy or a puppy when you get it home and is teething to have access to. So those things are all located in a room that has doors that can close tightly that the puppy can't access. So for your children, if they're not inclined to pick up after themselves very well, and they probably have an expensive tablet or perhaps an Xbox or something like that, then you maybe want to consider that their rooms are puppy-free zones. Otherwise, your puppy's going to pick the most expensive thing, and that's the thing they're going to chew, along with all of the shoes and some clothes, things like that. So determine what is going to be a dog-free zone, and make sure it's an area that has a good door that can be closed. And start now with your children and yourself in working on what do we have to do so everything is safe for the puppy. So that includes picking up the remote control, because that is always a favorite for puppies, and picking up your cell phones and having a good safe spot where those can go that is out of puppy's reach and not likely to be destroyed. I just got a puppy here who's making a little bit of a fuss because I think Gigi is, there we go. Gigi was kind of squashing him. There. Got that looked after. Sometimes when mom comes and she lays down, she isn't too aware of the fact that she's actually squishing one of her puppies. So little red collar boy there was making a bit of a fuss, so we'll just put him over there. So dog-free zones are important. Now, if you have an area you want to block off, but you don't have a door, the thing that we would recommend is an X-Pen. And an X-Pen is one of those you'll see quite often, a wire, about 30-inch tall enclosure for your puppy. It can go straight, it can go in a circle. Now, if you're getting one of these puppies, or any puppy from Van Isle Labradoodles, when you come for your family visit to meet your little Labradoodle puppy, we will have X-Pens for you to see, and we'll show you the different heights and explain them to you. But they're invaluable, because you can easily contain your dog within the X-Pen, or you can put it around their bed if you really want to control their activity, or you can use it to block off a certain area. The other thing that's really handy is baby gates. Dogs should not go up and down stairs for the first 6 months. They should be carried and not have access to stairs. That's to protect their hips and their developing joints. So baby gates are terrific. Baby gates also keep dogs out of areas, but they can still see you. So if you happen to have an office area and you have your computer equipment and a lot of cords, but you want your dog to be coming to work with you, but you don't want them to have access to danger areas, a baby gate is really helpful. If they can see through the door, see you at work, but they're on this side and they can't get into any trouble with your cords. So that's gates and X-Pens and dog-free zones. And the other thing you want to start sitting down and considering as a family, if you're a family, or just yourself if you're single, is what are you going to have for rules for your dog? Is your dog going to be allowed on the furniture or not? Is your dog going to be allowed on the bed or not? Now, I always recommend that you start with not allowing them on things, because it's way easier to change that and say, oh no, we want to snuggle with our puppy on our bed and on our Chesterfield, as opposed to letting them on there at first and then trying to teach them that they can't go on there. So that's something to keep in mind. So those are some things to get started with for this first week while you're waiting for your puppy. And please let me know in the comments below what you've decided. Is your puppy going to go on the furniture and on your bed? Where's your puppy going to sleep? Where is your puppy going to eat? Tell me what you've got in mind. And if you have any questions about what you're thinking, feel free to post them here and ask away. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. So we hope you enjoyed this first little bit of information on Puppies 1, 2, 3, and we'll be back again next week with another episode. Thanks for watching.